permeate the air, with little oceanic hurricanes would occur more often, and there would be a
2021 just got even crazier. A launcher that is about 10 stories tall went into orbit too, and it's now falling back to Earth, and nobody really knows where it's going to crash. In the middle of the ocean, a massive dumping ground off the coast of California was just found. In 2013, they actually found this site, but there was only 60 barrels of waste. But in 2021, they actually found this site again, and it turns out there's 27,000 barrels of waste. They said it was just fields of debris and toxic waste. We need to do something about this because this is not good for our ocean.
¿Qué pasó, José? No, recording.
Many years ago, I don't think they were in anybody's home. This is a bear dog, and it's humongous. I'm glad we...
The lost ark when Indiana Jones was fleeing an ancient tomb with a giant boulder right behind him. This was actually a true death-defying stunt. Although the boulder wasn't rock, it was made out of fiberglass that weighed half a ton. This could lead to serious injuries, but thankfully he made it out safely. The helicopter scene in Mission Impossible could have easily been shot in the studio, but Tom Cruise is a different man and learned how to fly a helicopter all on his own in 2 months. And if that's not it, he also dangled from this helicopter, being the only one on it. Buster Keaton risked his life for this scene. There's a giant 2-ton wall falling right on top of him. But thankfully he stood in the perfect spot of the opening on that window. If he moved over a couple inches, he would have died instantly. In Police Story 4, Jackie Chan rode a snowboard off a ledge that was over a valley, and he had to jump onto a helicopter's railings that was 1,000 feet in the air. This is one of the craziest stunts I've ever seen.
Here are 5 lies that school taught you. Lie number 1, that chewing gum in class is a distraction. Chewing gum actually helps you focus and concentrate better, and it also relieves stress and tension. Gum can actually increase your memory up to 35%. Lie number 2, that daydreaming is a waste of time. Daydreaming is actually a very useful thinking tool. You know how they say we only use a small fraction of our brain? Well, daydreaming helps us unlock huge chunks of our brain that's not being used. Lie number 3, doodling in class is not productive. Instead of you being totally lost in school, doodling actually helps you concentrate more. Also, doodling improves your memory and creativity. Lie number 4, that texting is a waste of time. Actually, research shows that texting can actually improve language skills. Texting actually improves your reading and writing skills, and the earlier you start, the better you are. Lie number 5, that listening to music is a distraction. But music can actually help improve your studying. It is said students are more determined to get their work done when they're listening to music. The most insane movie stunts ever done.
In the movie Who Am I, Jackie Chan slides down a skyscraper. He did this with no safety measures, no wires, no nets, just him sliding down 21 stories of glass. This was announced the most dangerous stunt ever done by an actor. After sliding, he then almost fell to his death, but luckily saved himself right on time. He only suffered a broken ankle from this stunt and made it out safely. This is truly a death-defying stunt. For Mission Impossible Fallout, Tom Cruise did a halo jump. Usually only specialized military personnel perform this. He was so high up in the sky, he had to get a personalized suit made for this scene. And if that's not enough, there was also a lightning storm brewing in the clouds below him that he had to go through. In the movie Live and Let Die, James Bond uses real crocodiles as stepping stools. This is absolutely terrifying. One wrong step and this scene could have ended horribly wrong. In Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones went through this truck's windshield and then he went under it. This is actually all real with no edits. One wrong move could have ended his career.
Here are some things that you thought were illegal, but really they just aren't. Did you know if you drive absolutely butt naked, but you have to go on an elevator? I got you. When you get into the elevator, hold your finger on the floor you want to go to and also the closed door button. Keep your fingers there the whole ride and the elevator won't stop for anyone. Next, if you're ever trapped in a sinking car, do not try to open up your door because the water pressure will be too strong. You need to unbuckle your seatbelt, roll down your window, and escape as fast as you can. Finally, if you ever get kidnapped, you want to try to scratch the kidnapper. This will allow their DNA to be in your fingernails. The police can track who it was. This is how you can read someone's mind. The first thing you need to know is it's all about the eyes. Let's start off by talking about the pupils. If you're talking to someone and their pupils are dilated, it either means they feel affection or happiness. But if their pupils are contracted, it either means they feel scared or angry. Now, this also plays a big role when trying to read someone's mind. It's where they're looking at while talking to you. If you're ever talking to someone and they keep looking towards the upper right, it means they're lying or trying to make something up. But if their eyes are going towards the bottom left, it means they're being honest or trying to recall a true event. And finally, you definitely need to know this if you're trying to read someone's mind. When humans are relaxed, they usually blink between 6 to 8 times per minute, and a blink usually lasts 10 of a
1
second.
2
Someone has
3
a very
4
high
5
blinking
6
rate, they're
7
usually
8
under pressure. And if someone takes 2 to 3 seconds to blink, it usually means they're disinterested or bored. Here is the side of America the media did not want you to see. Unfortunately, there's around 500,000 homeless people in America today. You'd be surprised, but a lot of homeless people have found shelter in sewers. There is one city in particular where there is 1,000 people living underneath it. Underground in the sewers in Las Vegas, people have sort of built their own community down there. There are different sections of the sewers where people stay. People in the sewers are very protective of their areas and really don't allow much new people in. Many of these people came down to the sewers because they say it's better than living on the streets. And when you're having a hard time in life, you want to make the best of it. People in these sewers have to adapt to being in complete darkness always. A lot of people under the ground have tried to make the most of it. They try to make it the most home life atmosphere they have in their areas. It rarely rains here, but when it does, everything they own could be washed away. So the people in these sewers always have to be prepared for the worst. The one place in the world where there is no laws. This is Slab City, located in California. This is the only place in America where there are no rules and no laws. The population of this small, off-the-grid town is 4,000. Everyone living here usually lives in tents, RVs, or shacks. One crazy thing about Slab City is everything is an art sculpture. Many artists from all around the world come here to design their art. This city that is built out of art is off the grid from everything. There are no electric, trash, or water services here. It's its own unique city cut off from the rest of the world. Slab City has had trouble keeping people live here because of all of the theft and robbery and also trash everywhere. But if you want to move to a city where there are no laws and you would not get in trouble, go to Slab City. Everything is legal any time of the day. Is Stranger Things actually real? Everyone knows the viral Netflix show Stranger Things, right? But did you know it was based off a real conspiracy theory? The show was actually supposed to be named the Montauk Project. The Montauk Project was a hidden government operation that illegally recruited kids for such things
ما تفيشي إذا ما تفيشي
running secret psychedelic operations on children in Camp Hero in New York. There's actually a
بس ما تاخذ ما تاخذ
backs up all these theories and says they're true. It said he was at Camp Hero.
أي باري خلاص هو بس يمكن باري
This camp was far more powerful.
لا باري إنه
He
خلاص
could move
مش
objects with his mind and see through someone's eyes. And that sounds a lot like 11. After many years of work, Nichols said they could travel through different portals through different times and places. But unknown creatures came out of these portals.